I think that that's probably the key to everything. Is we all have ideas. We have a passion to create something, right? And it's not so simple to realize that passion. And I think for women, especially me, it started with taking small steps. And I did something every day. I read an amazing book that I definitely recommend, especially to women, called Girls Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis. And what it did is it gave me the tools to not think about my idea, but to realize it in bite-sized pieces. I think secondly, that as women, we often already feel maybe a little bit threatened to ask for advice because we want to come across like we know all of it. But one of the biggest lessons I learned in my career so far is that there's always someone that knows what you don't know. You just need to find them. And often the biggest problems I sat with whilst imagining a vision, and I'm not specifically talking about just retail. I think it's in business, a retail business, a shopping center, whatever vision you might have. It's whatever you struggle with, there's someone that is very specialized in that specific thing. And you just need to figure out where to find them and what they're called. And once you've got that skill coupled with your vision, you start realizing it. I almost also want to just talk about the fact that a bit more specifically towards retail, it's a puzzle. And it's an almost impossible puzzle to put a shopping center together or to put a retail concept together from scratch when you've got an idea in your head. It might sound simple, but there's so many tick boxes and things that need to align perfectly, and they just don't. That's the reality. They just don't. And often we want to see this perfect puzzle picture. We don't want to make a mistake. We all have a little level of ego, and we want to make sure that that vision that we've got is executed to perfection, especially as women. And I think that's one of our biggest problems, because we can't see the perfect picture, we often just don't get started. And you need to build one puzzle at a time. And somehow, what I've learned in the last 5 years is, because I'm envisaging the future, I want to have it all ticked, and I have to do one thing for the other thing to fall in place, and then my vision starts changing. So you need to be a little bit more adaptable in what you think your vision is, how you want to execute it. But my best advice is just start one small thing a day. If you do one small thing a day, and maybe it's a big thing a week, get one thing done a week. It's still better than having amazing vision in your head, but not executing it. Yeah, I think that's definitely how I've executed visions over the last couple of years.